Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
And welcome.
Oh. Hi.
Off and running.
Hi.
Hello.
Howdy.
And welcome back to Talking with Kitties. She is girlfriend.
He is boyfriend.
And he is pusser friend.
He is pusser friend. Okay then.
All right. We have actually had breakfast prior to starting recording, so hopefully there'll be less hangriness.
You ruined it. I was going to make a huge announcement that we were adults today.
All right. I'll cut that part out.
No. It's cute. There should be no hangry talk today.
Or very little hangry talk, so.
I mean, I'm always a little hangry.
Yeah. I'm a little stiff and sore this morning from moving a fish tank upstairs.
Yep.
And then moving a desk downstairs.
I helped with one of those.
It was a lot of up and down stairs.
Yeah, he's been busy.
He's
Busy boy.
not pleased. Well, I am pleased with the end result. I'm not pleased with the effort that went into it.
You know, if only someone had told you didn't have to do it all in one day.
Why would somebody lie to me like that?
Because you didn't have to do it in one day.
It needed all to be done in one day. It needed to be done, and it's done, so it's all done.
Okay.
Done.
Done.
Nah.
Yes.
It's done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's almost done. It's 90% done. I got to finish setting up the desk, but it's functional at least. So.
And then I have to move my desk upstairs.
Yes, we got to do that. I got to get.
You have to get all your stuff out from upstairs so then I can organize my stuff upstairs.
Yes. I got to figure out what I'm doing with that pegboard upstairs. I got to make sure it fits. We'll see. I'll do some measuring later. So, yeah, fun, exciting stuff. Tired, sore legs. Too old for this shit.
You always think you're too old for this shit.
I am too old for this shit.
You thought you were too old for this shit when you were like 20.
I was too old for this shit. Just keep doing it. Don't know why.
I went and saw the Barbie movie.
She did.
It was so good. So good. I really wish you had watched it so we could like discuss it.
I hate theaters, first off, because people in dark and people sitting in the dark, and I don't like any of that. I was seeing how upset so many guys on the internet are really makes me want to see it to see why they suck.
See it so bad, and I don't want to like talk about it too much because I want you to be able to like experience it. It's really good. I can understand after watching it. I can understand why guys get so pissy, and it's infuriating.
The power difference between the two.
Yes,
but she's the one that has all the power, and he's just kind of.
Yes.
Because I saw a thing somewhere saying about guys, if you're upset about the power inequality in the Barbie movie, I've got bad news for you about every other movie ever made.
Or life in general.
Yeah, life
like
in general,
it's so. The movie is so like women focused and empowering for women, sort of.
Well, I forget who directed it. It was a
Gerwig, Jenna or Jennifer or
Greta
Gerwig.
Greta
Gerwig.
Yeah.
Yes, it's really good. It's really good, and it's really sad because they point out a lot of the shit that women have to go through in this life, and then men hate it.
They can't ignore it when it's put in their face.
Yes, it was so good. Like I can't wait till it comes out on video so you can watch it and then we can discuss it because I know you won't be one of the guys that watches it and gets pissed off. You're going to watch it and be like, yep.
Yeah. Are we situated now?
You would think that a cat would not want to be smacked like that, but that's one of his favorite things. He's a very weird cat. He likes hard pets and hard pats and just
like his mom. What?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Am I wrong?
We're not discussing that. We're discussing the Barbie movie.
Oh, right. Do you not think she likes hard pets and hard pats?
Oh my God.
What?
She's a doll.
No, she's not. She's an actress from Australia.
No, that's Margot Robbie.
Who's playing Barbie?
What's he doing?
Just laying here very slowly.
The very slow need.
Very slow.
Like he's so happy that he's just like, I don't even have to.
Yeah.
He's going to fall asleep.
Well, maybe. That'd be nice.
Wouldn't that be cute if we do a whole podcast with him sound asleep on you?
Like Gizzard last night.
Oh my God, was that adorable?
She is kind of adorable.
And you said she wouldn't jump up because you didn't have the blanket on you.
I was not expecting that.
So last night we were laying on the couch. We were both exhausted.
So tired.
And Gizzy girl jumped up and started kneading him. And he was not happy because her nails are really sharp. And she was tap dancing on his testicles.
They all like to do that. All of them. Except for Finnegan. It's like it's just two of them.
I was going to say, I don't tap dance on your testicles. But then she finally laid down and had a little nappy. It was really
all
cute.
Stretched out.
She's such a long kitty when she went
At one point, her head was like here. And I had one paw here and then one paw here.
Oh my God.
And she's just...
Did she do the little snore? Oh, that's so sweet.
She was out.
She likes you just a bit.
No. Stealing my warmth.
He can't admit that she just likes him. It's got to be because she's stealing warmth or heat. It was hot outside. All she had to do was go out in the patio.
Well, she wanted a different kind of...
Oh.
There's a...
Pusser's like, I do not want... Oh.
All right.
I love that you could hear the purs too.
Yep.
That was phenomenal.
So that was for all you.
That was for all of you. That's a pusser purr.
Yes.
He was just saying hello.
No extra charge.
Little charge.
Little upcharge.
Yeah. So I went to see the Barbie movie with Threerin. This
Got
night,
that your little date.
yeah. So we may start having date nights where we're gonna, because we both really like going to the movies. And neither of us have somebody that'll go with us. So she said that her mom had just gone to see a movie. I don't even remember what the name of it was, but that her mom said it was really good and she would recommend it. So we might go to the movies either one day this week or next week. Go out to dinner, go to the movies.
Gonna go see Oppenheimer?
I don't think we're going to go see Oppenheimer, actually. I don't know that that's my kind of movie.
I just want to watch it for Cillian Murphy. I really like Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, I know that you really like. I can't even think of anything that I've seen him in. I'm pretty sure that we've tried to talk about this, and I don't know.
He was in Inception.
God, it's been so long since I've seen that movie. I don't even.
He was in Peaky Blinders.
I know that's how you.
He was
really started to like him.
He was Scarecrow in. He's done a lot of Christopher Nolan stuff.
Okay, but he's not in it for very long though. So
no,
it's
he's
like
a Scarecrow. So.
Yeah. Oppenheimer is supposed to be amazing, but I don't know that that's my kind of movie I want to watch.
I'll watch it sooner or later.
I mean, when it comes out, if you want to watch it, I'll watch it with you. But I don't know that I want to. I don't know. I want to have other things to do to keep my brain off of it while I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Like not just sit at a theater and just focus on the movie.
Yeah.
That's too deep, man.
It's too much, man.
It really is, though.
That's
like it sounds like that's some hard hitting stuff. I don't know.
Boom. Literally boom boom.
Literally boom boom.
Yeah.
I said we weren't going to talk about it. I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but I got another job.
Yes.
Wasn't really planning. It kind of just happened.
Yeah.
I feel really guilty for leaving my current job because it's going well. I like everybody, but I just can't pass up the opportunity that kind of landed in my lap.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into what I'm doing or where I'm going yet, but it's a work from home job. Hence why we're moving everything around.
That's why everything got moved around. But
I'm taking the office upstairs and I'm going to be working from home, have 4 10s. So I'll be working 4 days a week, 10 hours a day, and then I'll have 3 days off. Pretty excited about that.
3 days off where I'll just make you help me with shit.
And that's fine. Well, because the days off, we'll have to record our podcast. We'll have other stuff to do, but we'll get to have lunch together, which we do now.
We do now, yeah. You come home, but it won't cost anything.
It won't cost anything.
Be at home.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a really good opportunity.
It's going to be a big change, too, because it's going to be like changing our sleep schedule and shit, too.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited for that. We get up at 6 every morning, and we've been getting up at 6 every morning for years.
Yeah.
But with the new job, she starts in the morning at 9?
9.
And she doesn't have to go anywhere. She doesn't really have to get ready. So we're planning on getting up at 8.
We could literally, if we wanted to, stay in bed until 8:30, 8:45. As long as I have enough time to brush my teeth, get a cup of coffee, and go sit in my office, I'll be fine.
Yeah, so we're probably going to like
probably wake up about 8.
Get up, get coffee, kind of up a little bit, and then just go. And, I'm pretty excited about that.
So we could really stay up until like midnight if we wanted to still get our 8 hours. And
it's going to be nice because Andrew and all of his friends are in California, which are 3 hours behind. So we go to bed at
6 their time.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice.
They're just getting started on doing stuff. And I'm like, all right, guys, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, they want to play games and things. And Aaron's like, well, it's bedtime here. And so now he can stay up and it won't matter.
I told your brother about it and he was super excited.
I figured he would be.
I don't know if he's told anybody else yet, but he was super excited. So yeah, immediately made the thing because she needs her own place with she needs a room where she can close the door and just be completely by herself, and
I have to have a desk space and fast internet.
And at first she wanted to go into the basement. I said there's no way you can go into the basement because that's where all the musical instruments are, and we can't move everything upstairs. You're gonna have to take the office.
I just wanted the basement because it's always cold.
Always cold.
And I love to be cold. And upstairs is very hot.
So I'm in the process of rebuilding the ultimate man cave once more.
Yes. But you're looking forward to it.
I'm super looking forward to it. So everything was setting our stuff up in the office upstairs. Never worked out quite the way I had hoped it would. I think we were both in the office at the same time, like three times. Yeah. I would be down in the basement and need something that I left upstairs. I'd have to go upstairs to get it, then I get back down, and there'd be something else I forgot. And I do it both ways. I'd be upstairs and I'd be like, oh man, I need this. It's down the basement. I'd be constantly checking up and down and up and down and up and down. So to have all of my stuff down in the basement is just, I just got to walk to the other side of the room. So I'm pretty excited about all that.
It's going to make it way more convenient for you.
Yeah. So I did all the big, heavy moving of stuff over the past couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, everything I needed help with, I could just get done. And now I can just get everything set up and moved, all the rest of the stuff on my own time.
Yeah. I mean, we have, 8 weeks?
Yeah.
Well, longer than that. No, 8 weeks. I have training that I have to go to for 6 weeks. So I don't start at home really I have 2 weeks, 2 weeks at my current job, and then I have 6 weeks of training. So we have 8 weeks until I really need to have everything set up and ready. But
we'll get settled in and be like, oh no, I don't like it like this, and get everything situated.
It's easier to get it done early and then adjust than to wait until the last minute and then be like, oh, this is not great.
And then we got to get Paul over to run an Ethernet cable up to that room. I have tried and tried and tried, and I cannot find a way to get a cable between the first floor and the second floor. I just cannot. And I hit him up. I was like, I need professional help and an electrician. And he's like, yeah, I'll find a way. So
Paul's going to do it for us.
We haven't set a time yet, but I have full faith that he will find a way to get a cable between those 2 floors.
And he has to, because that will screw up everything if we can't.
And we had to replace our router this week.
Yes.
So it's been acting real flaky for a while, for almost a month now.
Almost a month, I'd say.
And we kept blaming it on the internet and everything else, because I looked it up. The old router, like 2 years old. We bought it in 21.
That doesn't seem that old to me.
That's not that old.
Okay.
That's what
I was going to say, I thought you meant it's old. I'm like, 2 years isn't old.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was only 2 years old, and it just shit the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And once it started going, over the past,
it started going, it went fast.
Yeah, real fast. So last week, trying to upload the podcast last week took 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah, you were so annoyed.
I was so annoyed. I lost half the day.
Again.
Yes. Because that was when I was talking about the first week.
Mm-hmm.
And the problems I had exporting and everything, and how I lost 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't lose 2 days, because I dedicate one whole day to the podcast. I kept saying, I lost 2 whole days. I lost 2 whole days, but I didn't.
You really only lost
one. I lost 1 day. But to me, at least, it made it sound like I was like, I lost all this time to the podcast. But I don't. Because the podcast is like my main focus at this point.
Yeah.
So I didn't lose 2 days to it. I just wanted to clarify that, because I felt, like that didn't come across right. But anyways. Yeah, I lost like 5 or 6 hours uploading the podcast, and it shouldn't take more than The file when I'm done and exported for it was like an hour long. The file was like 12 gigs.
Okay.
On our internet, it shouldn't take more than a couple minutes.
Yeah, like 3 minutes maybe. Like
maybe 5.
okay, well,
yeah.
Still,
but not 5 hours.
We have really fast internet.
Not 5 hours. It was ridiculous. But yeah, replaced the router, got the new one in, and all of the weird little glitchy issues that we've been having over the past month or 2 months are all gone.
Yeah.
All once. So I didn't realize how bad it had gotten and how long it's been going bad until the problem were there.
Until you actually replaced it, and then we're like, wait a minute.
I go, oh, hey, this is how everything's supposed to be. Yeah, so.
It's been crazy. If only I could sit on chairs properly.
Yeah. I get it, because I used to never sit on chairs properly. But I had to, because my knees started giving out.
I don't like sitting like a lady like that.
This isn't sitting like a lady.
Well, like with your legs crossed.
I can't cross them like this.
I don't like to sit with my legs crossed.
I can't do left over right. I can do right over left like this.
That makes sense, I think.
I mean, there's still testicles either way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If I can sit like this, and it doesn't bother me, but I can't. I can't do that twice.
It hurts the testes?
It doesn't hurt it hurts the hips. I don't know.
Oh.
Weird.
I have very open hips.
Yes.
Sorry.
What?
Nothing.
Just agreeing.
You are. Thank you.
So yeah, we got the desk moved down.
Yep.
So the desk is moved down to where the 55-gallon tank was downstairs. Now the 55-gallon tank has slowly been dying off for a while.
I'm not laughing because they were dying. I was sad because but it has been dying. We had a 55-gallon tank
with 3 fish.
With 3 fish in it, and they were all bottom feeders.
All bottom feeders, yeah.
That hide. So you wouldn't
look like an empty tank.
It looked like an empty tank.
It looked like a tank full of snails.
Yeah.
Because we have a bunch of the trumpet snails, the pest ones.
Can't get rid of.
No. So I was like, hey, you're going to have an office. Do you want a 30-gallon up there? We can get some fresh fish. And you can look at them and have something. And she's like, yeah. So that's why I've been moving a fish tank upstairs. I downsized from the 55 to a 30-gallon. I really like that 30-gallon tank. I don't know. It is a
really nice tank.
I really like that tank. But yeah, got it all set up upstairs. Got the fishes moved upstairs. And now we got to figure out what we want to do.
But one of the fish didn't make it.
Yeah. Our loach. The loach did not make it overnight. He was really freaking out last night. He was hard to catch. He put up a fight trying to catch him. I think he hurt himself in the process.
Yeah.
And then last night, once he was in the tank, he was breathing really heavy. And then this morning, he was not.
Yeah.
So now it's just 2 itty bitty little
really
sucks.
sad. So now we have 2 little itty bitty sucks that are maybe like this big. Maybe this big. This big.
No.
With their tail, they're maybe this big.
They're tiny.
They're very tiny.
They're very tiny. They're cute.
They're very cute. So
we got 2 little sucks. That's it.
We have 2 little sucks in a 30-gallon now.
And a bunch of fucking trumpet snails.
Quite a few trumpet snails.
I tried to pick them out. I had a cup full of snails. It was gross. Yeah.
So I think I've decided that I want pink kissers.
Yes. We've had pink kissers before. They're good fish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like them. But we have to get them in odd numbers. So we're going to get 3.
Because if you have even numbers, they'll fight. You always have one as dominant. If you have even numbers, the dominant one will harass the other one to death. So you need odd numbers so the dominant one harasses both of them. So whenever he's harassing one, the other one gets a break. So
yeah, it sounds really sad. But Mollies are great. They're so pretty and they're so cute.
So many babies.
But I don't want fish that are going to have tons of babies.
No live bearers.
So no Mollies, no
guppies. No.
Guppies.
We had the tetras. The tetras were cool, but
the tetras are cool, but I don't know.
They got tricky sometimes.
And I feel like our tetras tend to die fairly quickly.
That's what I mean. They're tricky.
Like pink kissers.
They're hardy. They're good.
They're hardy. They're good. We've usually
labyrinth fish.
We've usually been able to keep them alive, and they're just. I like them. Since I'm not allowed to have a parrotfish, I want kissers.
I'm trying to. I think my favorite fish that we've had were the tiger barbs, black and white stripy ones that look like kites, kind of.
Yeah, they were cute.
I really like them, but they need to be schooling, and you have to get at least 3 to 5 of those, and actually probably better like 5 to 7. That's 2. And they get fairly big, and
I want kissers.
Yeah, we'll get kissers. I'm trying to talk her into an assassin snail.
I really
to get rid of the
really want some boys.
Yes,
but
the Corys.
Corey cats are amazing. I
Well,
think Corey cats are my absolute favorite.
we'll have to talk about that because, I mean, now that the Loja's gone.
And I don't need a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like 12 of them.
Yeah, obviously.
I want a whole skull of them. But I'm thinking maybe like 3 Corey cats and 3 kissers, and that'll be perfect. And a gizmo.
Yes. So I totally forgot about that. So there I was yesterday. I had the 55 gallon. I just went down.
He did this while I was at work, so I was not here for this.
No, you were visiting. It was yesterday.
Oh. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah,
I was
yesterday.
visiting.
You were visiting. Yeah, I'm downstairs and I just take the tops completely off of the 55 gallon. Start fishing out some of the decorations, like there's lava rocks and stuff in there. So I fish out the lava rocks and the one decoration, and I carry them over to the other side of the basement into the laundry room because there's a slop sink in there, and I threw them in the slop sink. And while I was throwing them in the slop sink, I heard something. And I was like, what is that? I don't even know how to explain the sound. Like, she was asking me to explain it. I could not explain what it sounded like. But I walked back over and I looked and I stepped on a wet floor. And I realized the wall was wet. And then I realized the ceiling was wet. Everything was wet and there was like waves in it. So I looked around and there's Gizzard sitting about 4 feet away and she is soaking wet from her hips down. Tail is soaked. Back feet are soaked. She looked so embarrassed and disgruntled.
Insert picture here.
Yeah. She was not a happy girl. And she had that look on her face for like a good half hour. She was so upset. And she's wandering around different places in the basement cleaning herself. Like whenever we used to have to give Bubs a bath. Remember how he'd get all annoyed, just angrily clean himself? Yeah, angry cleaning downstairs for half an hour or so.
Aww.
Then I started draining the tank and then she started chasing the bubbles down the tube,
She loves to chase the bubbles. She's so cute.
She has her moments.
Yeah.
But she's not
So
falling.
she tried to be a catfish.
Yeah. She's lucky.
She is lucky.
She's really lucky. I would never thought she would jump up like that.
Well, that means she had.
She has been
Like
up there
she has
before.
been up there. She
We had
has been
seen
doing
paw
it.
prints on the front of the glass, but I didn't realize she was getting on top.
Yeah, she has
Now we
been.
know. Yep. Yeah, so Gizzard was a big help
I
yesterday.
mean, I feel like she could swim. So you say she's lucky, but
Probably,
I'm sure that you weren't there to.
Yeah.
Like you would have
She figured
saved
it out.
her.
Yeah.
But she probably jumped up and was like on like the side, and then like her back end went in, and she went, "Oh no!" and then
Yeah,
like
probably.
jumped out.
I don't know. There's water everywhere. Everything down there was wet.
She's so bad.
She is pretty bad, but so cute, which is how she gets away with being so bad.
I made sure to clean up all of the breakfast dishes
Yes. Or else she'd be out there
before we
sampling.
came out here because she would be sampling and we wouldn't know because we're in here recording. So I made sure that everything was cleaned up. Everything's ready to go. I should have started the dishwasher because I can do that now because it's so quiet.
The dishwasher is super quiet. I never know when
This
it's running.
dishwasher is so quiet.
It's
I
so
could
quiet.
literally start it now and we would never know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it even makes a noise when it's done.
It keeps sneaking up on me because we keep having clean dishes. I'm like, I didn't even know it was
It
running.
sneaks up and goes, boo.
So we did a thing. I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this
I don't know what he's talking about.
because I don't want to jinx it.
Oh,
But we did a thing.
what thing did we do?
You may have remembered us talking about Bubs being so barfy.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, Threerin. How we took him to the vet and the vets couldn't really come up with anything. But
But
he
we
was
spent a
still being
whole lot of
barfy
money for them to run a whole bunch of tests on him for nothing.
and come up with nothing. So we had quite the conversation.
A very long conversation.
Because
we don't do this lightly. I would
No,
like to put
we
that in
don't
there. Our cats are our babies.
Yes. But we discussed that whenever he was having his blocking issues, we had the surgery for him that, as it was explained to us, basically turned him into a girl,
Yes.
which shortened his urethra to the point. Because the problem with male cats and blocking is the urethra tapers towards the end, and that's where everything gets stuck. So they shorten the urethra and then it doesn't taper anymore, so they can't block. Because female cats can't block, or it's very unlikely.
They can, but it's very, very,
Yeah.
very unlikely and rare.
So he had the surgery done so he wouldn't block, and then we put him on the medicated diet on top of that. But
Well,
whenever,
he was on the medicated diet after the first blockage.
yes. And ever since, now this was 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
8-9 years ago. This was a while ago.
This was quite a while ago.
And ever since we put him on the medicated food, he's had some barfing issues.
Some, but not nearly as bad.
Not nearly as bad as this, but he was never barfy when he was younger. But then once we got him on the food, every once in a while, he would get barfy.
Mm-hmm.
And like we said, the past 4 or 5 months at this point, he was barfy, if not every day, every other day.
Almost every day at this point, he would do it at least once. Sorry
So,
again.
Last weekend, we talked about it. It's like he's had the surgery done.
Mm-hmm.
He can't be enjoying his life right now.
He's
This has got to be
15.
awful. He's 15 and he's barfing like every day.
And he's been super grumpy and irritable.
Super grumpy and
which,
irritable. So,
as you pointed out, if you're puking every day
and you're hungry all the time,
and you're hungry all the time, you're gonna get pissy.
Yeah. So we changed his food. We took him off the medicated food, put him on the same food that Gizzard and Finnegan are eating.
Mm-hmm.
He's been great.
We honestly did. Like, I want to make this known again that we had a very long discussion about it. We really weighed the pros and the cons about it.
And we've been keeping a really close eye on him.
And we've been keeping a really close eye on him. And we still have that food if we need to put him back on it. But from what we understand with doing research and reading over the paperwork from when he had his surgery.
And talking to the vets.
Although we didn't get the vets okay not to give him.
Well, we didn't ask for this vet. It's from conversations we had with his old vet.
Yes.
Whenever everything happened.
Yes.
Because he had told us that we could feed him whatever we want. I said, is he stuck on his food forever? And he said, look, you can feed him whatever you want, but there's always a chance that he could start crystallizing again. But even if he would start crystallizing, he's had the surgery. So we just did it out of an abundance of caution.
Yes.
But he's 15 and he can't be enjoying this.
He's 15 and he's miserable.
Yeah.
He's always feeling sick and he's always feeling hungry. And that's no way to live. And as hard as it is for me to think about, his lifespan is probably not a great deal longer. We'll be lucky if we get him till 20. That makes me really sad to talk about. But we want him to live out his years happy and not grumpy and not starving and feeling like his life is pointless to him. So we've had him on this new food for a week.
Yeah, about that. Now, I'm pretty sure we had this conversation last week.
I feel like it was like last weekend.
Yeah.
So he's been on regular cat food for a week. He has yet to throw up.
And it's still high quality cat food.
Oh, we do. It's not like the cheap crap cat food. Like it's like all like good stuff.
Yeah. Our cats eat like kings.
Yes. And queen.
Yes.
But yeah, so he hasn't been sick. He's been less pissy, I feel like, too. Like he's definitely back to being
Bubs.
More Bubs than he has been.
Because if I'm being totally honest, I was really starting to resent him.
I know you were.
Because it was constantly cleaning up after him. He was constantly being pissy. It was just he was terrible.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He was always angry, always fighting with the other cats, barfing everywhere. It was bad. It was bad.
But then you were the one that pointed it out. You're like, maybe it's too acidic for his stomach.
Yeah,
like maybe
that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to make his system more acidic to dissolve the crystals. It doesn't stop the crystals because nobody knows why the crystals form in the first place.
Yeah.
So that it just makes everything, it makes the system acidic to dissolve the crystals before they can build up to become a problem.
But I mean, I'm so sorry, Threerin. Maybe we should just put a warning out that you shouldn't listen to this episode. But he would puke up all of his food and then there would just be liquid that would come out of him. Mm-hmm. And so we were like, this really isn't good. Yeah. Like so we really think it was the acidity of...
There was something in that food.
Something in that food just was not agreeing with him anymore. Like he was fine on it for a long time.
He was okay on it for a long time. I wouldn't even say he was fine.
He was okay on it for a long time, but just as he's gotten older, it's just not sitting with him.
And while we're just busy making ourselves sad for this one, Casper was on the same food
Yeah.
And she never had an issue with it.
Casper never had any issue with that food. Casper didn't have, well, Casper had a lot of issues.
She had a lot of issues, but digestive issues were never her problem.
No, Casper never had any issues with food, period. Like, I could feed her anything I wanted to, and she'd just be a happy girl and eat whatever. Like, she didn't care. Wet food, dry food, medicated food, not medicated food. She was just like, whatever, Mom, it's cool.
Yeah, Bubs won't do wet food. He'll just lick it until it's dry.
He licks all the juice. Yeah. He likes the gravy bits, and then he's like,
Yeah, he won't actually eat it.
To be fair, though, that's how Casper was, too.
To be fair.
That's how Casper was, too. I mean, she'd eat a little bit of it, but she just wanted the gravy.
That's the good stuff.
It is the good stuff.
Yeah, so far, so good with Bubs.
Yeah.
I'm super pleased with his progress. I wish we would have done this year.
And I think he's super pleased, too.
He looks great.
I think he's much happier now than he was.
I mean,
think
how could he not be?
I think it's a much better decision for him in the long run.
Yes.
So, I mean, he still gets pissy sometimes, but
he's Bubs.
He's always been a little pissy, but he's definitely not as angry as he had been.
No,
and it doesn't take him as long to eat his food anymore either. Have you noticed that?
Down so fast.
I was thinking that the other day. I came down from feeding Finnegan the other morning, and normally Bubs has like over half of his food left, and he had like maybe 10 nuggets left, and I'm like, all right then.
I used to give him about half an hour to eat everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes he wouldn't even finish then. Now it's like 5-10 minutes. It's
5-10 minutes and it's gone. Yeah. So he
used to go, he'd eat a little bit, then he'd wander off, and then he'd eat a little bit more, and then he'd wander off.
I think it's because he didn't want to make himself sick.
He didn't want to make himself sick. He didn't like it.
So bad.
We didn't know. We were just doing what we were told.
We were doing what we thought was best for him.
Yeah.
So, well, this is just a sad podcast.
It is sad.
I miss Casper.
Yes. Oh, big yawn.
Are you sleepy?
I'm just bored with you guys talking about me.
So today, when I was in the bathroom feeding Finnegan, I was sitting on the toilet.
Yes. I heard the toilet thing too.
So I was sitting on the toilet. Well, that was the second time. Because I was sitting on the toilet and he jumped up on my lap and laid across my lap and was kneading the side of my leg. He doesn't like knead like the other cats. He does like...
Just with his toes?
With his toes, yeah. He just like moves his little toes. So it's cute. So he was like on my lap and he was just kneading. And he was purring away and I was petting him and petting him and petting him. And then he like stood up and he brushed his cheek on my cheek, which he never does. So that was really sweet. And then I got like all emotional because I keep saying I want to have like a kitty that loves me. So I like kind of reached down and hugged him and he didn't like a hug. So he jumped down and then he like kept sitting there looking up at me and I'm like, what do you want from me, buddy? And then he jumped up on the back of the toilet and he put his paws on my back and then I leaned back and he did another like face. He's cute.
He is.
It makes me sad that he's only cuddly in the bathroom.
Well, better not at all.
He doesn't cuddle anywhere else. Like no one would believe me that he's so cuddly.
He only cuddles in the bathroom and Bosco won't go into a bathroom.
Yeah.
And Gizzard just walks in and go, oh, and then walks out. Where's your Mr. Chungus? Mr. Chungus? Look at his face. Boop.
Yeah, so it's been a week.
It's been an interesting week. There's been a lot.
I put in my 2-week notice. We lost a fish. We moved a fish tank.
Well, that was just this morning.
We changed Bosco's food. We are rearranging the house.
Yep. New router. There's been a lot of changes this week. A lot of yeah, it's been a busy week.
It's been a busy week of changes, and that's messed up because I hate change.
I hate change so much. Yeah.
But we're doing it. I went and saw the Barbie movie with my girlfriend, my fiance.
Your fiance. Yes.
If you know, you know. If you don't worry about it. I'm not really engaged.
Oh, what did I do? I didn't really do much this week.
You fought with the podcast.
I did fight with the podcast.
And then
I didn't fight with the podcast this week. I fought with the internet.
Well, yeah.
Wasn't really fighting. I was just waiting way too long. And then, like, when I uploaded my play-along video for this week, because it's like 3 gigs, it literally takes minutes to upload, and it took like an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, geez.
It's like, yeah, no, this is an issue.
Yeah, there is something going on.
Yeah. So then told you that I'd ordered the router, and I ordered the router from Amazon just because if it wasn't the problem, I could just send it back real easy. But it was a problem. So
it was
all fixed. This is Bubs.
The other ones aren't going to be.
They're out in the catio.
Yeah.
It's nice and warm.
I was going to say they're not going to be on this podcast because they're out in the catio.
Yep.
It's way too warm.
It's not so bad today. Yesterday was way too warm.
Yesterday.
Yesterday? No, the day before.
No, it was the day before.
Friday.
It was Friday.
85 or 86, which, I mean, for a lot of places is not warm. So I was telling your brother about it. He's like, it's 105 here. I was like, shut up. But, like, I know it's nothing for them.
They don't have humidity, though, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I thought they didn't.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
He's right by the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of by the ocean, but.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, we're not used to that kind of. We're not used to that kind of temperature around here.
Nope.
But yeah, 85 was really warm. And it was humid on top of it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Not one bit.
Wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, no, yesterday was
too warm for me.
the ridiculous day where it was rain and then beautiful and then rain and then beautiful and then huge storm and then beautiful.
Because it was like we woke up and it was dark.
When we woke up, it was
dark and thunder boomy and rainy.
And crazy rain.
And then you left.
In the rain.
And then it got fucking beautiful.
It didn't get beautiful until I was halfway there.
Beautiful, fantastic. It's a beautiful day. And then it started getting dark and rainy, and then girlfriend comes down the road.
So I left here, and it was dark and rainy and yucky and thundering and lightning.
Mm-hmm.
I got halfway to my destination. The sky kind of brightened up. There was no more rain. The roads were wet, so I knew it had been raining there. Mm-hmm. It had started to be pretty and light, and it was a very nice drive the rest of the way in. And then right when I was getting ready to leave there, it started to rain and it was getting dark. And I drove through not quite rain the rest of the way home, but it was like, it was following me. Mm-hmm. So it was like I kept saying I was racing the rain.
You brought it home with you.
I did.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Thanks. I don't recall asking for that, but okie doke.
Surprise!
Yay!
Present just for you.
Woo!
My leg is very itchy. Both legs are very itchy.
There's that too. We had mentioned that you had woke up with the...
Did we mention it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had just woken up that morning with it.
My leg is still itchy. We don't know what it is. Some members of my family thought that it was a tick bite because I had the rash ring of doom, but it went away within like 24 hours. And typically tick bites are not itchy and they don't hurt. And the red rash stays. Like the red rash won't show up for like weeks after you got bit. And then it usually lasts about 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. So now we're thinking it was just a reaction to something.
Yeah. Stop it.
And then I'm a picker.
Jeez,
I'm sure this comes as a surprise to most of you.
Yeah.
I'm a picker. I pick my nails. I pick everything. I'm just a picker. That's what I do.
Picks her nose.
Do not. So I got really big ouchy bug bites when I was on my vacation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
it still has them.
I still have them because they're very itchy. So I scratch them and then they break open and then and they
keep being itchy. So
they keep being itchy. So I keep scratching and they keep breaking open.
And they start healing. And
they just keep going.
And...
So I have one that was probably already a little infected prior to for me just opening it up constantly and scratching it. And the other day it probably wasn't even itchy. I was probably just picking and I got it infected because now it's bright red and hot to the touch and it doesn't look great, but it's really itchy. So
that's why we can't have nice things like legs.
Yep. I can't have legs around me because I'll pick at them. Yep. I'm trying really hard not to scratch it, but the more I talk about it, I just really want to scratch it because it's really itchy.
You're talking about, like, I can scratch the shit out of that. Yeah. Yeah.
I like to pick and I like to scratch. And I can scratch with my nails. Let's look at these these beauties.
Ooh, that's nice. That's nice.
I'm not quite at my natural nail yet.
Yeah.
We had a lot going on. We didn't realize that we had going on until we started talking about it.
Yeah, we started talking about it.
We're like, it's been kind of a slow week. And then we start talking about it. We're like, oh, no, we've had, there's been some shit.
Because I started that other project and I didn't have free time to do anything with it this week. Maybe I'll find time this.
Do you want to talk about that?
Not yet. I have a plan for it.
I was gonna say maybe you haven't discussed the plan with me.
I haven't.
Okay, because like you're like the project, and I'm like, is that really a project? So I really don't know then. Okay.
Yeah.
So when we're done with here, I'm gonna find out what project he's talking about.
Yes. I haven't really fleshed it out completely yet either because I haven't really had a lot of time to work on it. So, but yeah, I got a plan in my noggin. So.
All right then.
And I don't know what's going on
I love your noises when you do.
I have had a fucking hankering to go back to Final Fantasy 14.
You've talked about it quite a bit.
Oh,
I wondered
man.
if maybe.
Like I said, Alex just reinstalled it and he's playing it today. And
do you want to go play now? I have stuff I can do if you want to go play. I'm not going to be upset.
I'm sure I'll play something, but I don't know.
Go play. You've been wanting to play for a while. Is this covering my face again now?
Probably, yeah, because you moved down.
Oh!
Boom! I funkel on the booby.
This is not comfortable. Hi.
What am I going to do with you?
You're the one that put it here.
This is not acceptable.
Oh, he's sitting with his little paws.
Little paw.
There is just something about kitty paws. Can we just
take a minute to appreciate?
Can we just take a minute to appreciate kitty paws? Their little peats with their little toe beans.
They're so cute. Everything about. He's just sitting here.
He's happy as can be.
He's just purring, just chilling.
No, but I mean, he's happy. Like he'll
do this sometimes whenever we're on the couch too. I'll be like sitting there and he'll just come up and flunk up there, and it's just like we're just chilling. Mm-hmm. He used to do it all the time. He'd be like watching TV, just watching TV.
Yeah, he would just chill out and watch TV.
Mm-hmm. Are you feeling better? Yeah, you're feeling better.
He got a hairball up today.
He did. Yeah. There's been a lot of hairballs.
Well, I'm surprised that it's him. I would, if anyone had hairballs, I would think it would be Finnegan.
That cat sheds like crazy.
Crazy.
But he doesn't clean as much as the other two.
He isn't. He's a very dirty boy.
I've caught some gizzard hairballs.
Really?
Yeah, you can tell because they're really small.
They're really small.
There was one downstairs yesterday. I'm thinking it probably had something to do with all of the fish water.
The fish water cleaning.
Just gross.
I don't know.
So now we have the 55 gallons sitting on top of the table in the laundry room drying out. And it smells so fucking bad. Yeah. It's so bad.
Yeah, we were going to move it up to the attic because it would be able to dry out quicker.
Because it's hotter.
Because it's much hotter in the attic. But we're like, yeah, no, because it will permeate our bedroom.
Yeah, because the door to get into the attic is right in our bedroom. So it'd be like right.
Ugh. Yeah, not having that.
Because our house is weird. Our upstairs is split. It's half attic, half rooms.
It's very strange. Yeah. So
is that
I was going to say we can go and eat, but we don't have to.
We already ate.
We already ate.
Yeah, I think.
We have cherries. We have to eat cherries.
Yes, we do have to eat cherries.
So we good?
I think we're good.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for
listening to us ramble. We were planning on trying to come up with stuff that's a little bit more
not us-centric.
Yeah, a little more interesting. A little
because I'm like
less rambly.
I don't know that I would want to listen to a podcast.
That's just us talking.
Two people. That's just us saying this is what's going on in my life. Yeah. It's like,
but it has been a busy week or two, so we haven't really got into it yet. But
if you have any suggestions of things you want us to talk about,
put it down there.
Put it down in the comments.
Yeah. Like
and subscribe. I hate those people.
And I think we might be hopping into some Reddit here again.
Probably.
Because it's mostly settled down. And I was trying to weigh like the morals of it because of what they're doing and everything. But it's like, hey, the guy that owns it is trying to just make more money off of it. Why don't we just try to make more money off of it?
Yeah.
We're not actually making money off of it. But we'll use it for content because that's all he's doing.
Yeah.
Screw it.
It usually creates a back and forth conversation between us. So it would be better than you just having to sit and listen to us talk about our days. And then we are going to come back with game nights at some point too.
Yes. I mean, we've been lucky the past couple weeks because we've had shit to talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna have a boring week sooner or later. Anyways, on that massive disappointment, we will see all you guys next week. Thanks for stopping by.